The Ozark Mountains have always hidden things that maps refuse to acknowledge. Endless forests stretch across the hills, swallowing roads, hunters, and stories alike. Among locals, there is one legend spoken only after sunset, a creature so terrifying that even lifelong woodsmen refuse to say its name twice. They call it the Ozark Howler. The first documented sightings appeared in the early 1800s. Settlers described a beast the size of a bear, covered in dark shaggy fur, with glowing red eyes, massive curved horns, and an echoing howl that rolled through entire valleys. They claimed its cry didn't sound like any wolf, cougar, or bear. It sounded almost human, mixed with something impossibly ancient. As decades passed, reports continued. Campers spoke of footsteps circling their tents without leaving tracks. Hunters discovered deer carcasses untouched except for strange claw marks carved deep into the bones. Entire packs of hunting dogs reportedly refused to enter certain sections of the forest, trembling before running in the opposite direction. One autumn evening, a park ranger named Daniel Harper received a distress call from two hikers deep inside the Ozarks. Their radio transmission was broken by panic. They kept repeating that something enormous was following them. Then came a sound unlike anything Daniel had ever heard, a deafening howl that echoed for nearly 20 seconds before the radio went completely silent. Daniel reached the location just before dawn. The hikers were gone. Their campsite remained untouched except for overturned equipment and deep claw impressions pressed into solid rock. Nearby trees stood shredded nearly 15 feet above the ground. There were no footprints leading away. It was as if whatever had been there simply vanished into the forest itself. His report was immediately confiscated. Wildlife officials declared the damage had been caused by black bears and severe weather. Daniel was instructed to remove every mention of unusual sounds or oversized tracks. When he questioned the explanation, he was told there was no evidence of unknown wildlife in the Ozarks, but the strange encounters never stopped. In the years that followed, local residents continued reporting a horned creature watching from ridge lines during heavy fog. Some described glowing eyes reflecting from impossible heights. Others claimed the howl arrived moments before electronics failed, compasses spun wildly, and the forest became unnaturally silent. Several amateur investigators attempted to capture proof. Trail cameras disappeared without explanation. Audio recorders malfunctioned after capturing distorted screams. The few photographs recovered showed only blurred shadows standing between the trees, always just beyond clear focus. Then, in 2019, an anonymous former wildlife employee posted a message online claiming multiple agencies had quietly investigated unexplained predator sightings throughout the Ozark region for decades. According to the post, every investigation ended with the same conclusion: classify the incident as misidentified wildlife and discourage further discussion. The message vanished within hours. Skeptics argue the Ozark Howler is nothing more than folklore, exaggerated bear sightings, or frightened imaginations. Scientists insist no undiscovered predator of that size could survive unnoticed in modern America. Yet every year, fresh reports emerge. Late-night campers still wake to impossible howls echoing across empty valleys. Hunters continue abandoning isolated trails after hearing something massive moving just beyond the tree line. And locals still avoid certain stretches of forest where, according to old warnings, the howler watches those who stay after dark. Maybe the government is right. Maybe every witness simply mistook an ordinary animal. Or maybe somewhere beneath the endless canopy of the Ozark Mountains something ancient still walks, waiting for the next echo to carry its call through the darkness.